At the beginning of the 2020 offseason, the Miami Dolphins gave up on the idea of Ryan Tannehill as a franchise quarterback and traded him to the Tennessee Titans, with the idea that the hashtag the fan base had been running behind for 2 seasons now, hashtag tank for Tua, was going to save their franchise. Fast forward 2 years, Tua has been the starting quarterback on and off for the Miami Dolphins. Things have just generally been less than ideal, and as we enter the 2023 season, there's just way more questions than answers surrounding the question, is Tua Tagovailoa a franchise quarterback? There were reports at the start of the 2021 season that Tua wasn't even Brian Flores' top choice in the draft, and that he preferred Oregon's Justin Herbert as the Dolphins' new franchise quarterback. And really, with Herbert winning the 2020 Offensive Rookie of the Year, making the 2021 Pro Bowl with over 5,000 yards passing and over 40 total touchdowns, it makes you wonder, what if Miami had drafted Justin Herbert over Tua Tagovailoa? We're going to run through that exact scenario in today's redraft rebuild and go 5 full seasons to see where and what the Miami Dolphins achieve with Justin Herbert as their franchise quarterback. Here's a look at our draft recap. Now, the Dolphins in 2020 had 3 first-round picks. I did not have that, but I still tried to bring the players that they actually drafted and then get equivalents for the players that I couldn't try to redraft. So I was, well, yeah, for Justin Herbert, I got Raekwon Davis, who was a pick of the Dolphins. I got Brandon Jones, who was a pick of the Dolphins. I got Jonah Jackson. He is a 68 star. He's on the Detroit Lions. He's going to be our Robert Hunt pick, because Robert Hunt has been a pretty solid and one of the most memorable plays last season, the touchdown that never was, the greatest touchdown that never was. So I figured Jonah Jackson, 68 star, to have fair replacement for that Robert Hunt on the offensive line. I got L'Jarius Sneed. I nerfed him a little bit from this draft pick, but he is going to represent Noah Igbenogany, which was a first-round selection for the Miami Dolphins. I gave him 75. He was already 77. I knocked down to 75. He gets the normal dev because Igbenogany wasn't super overpowered as a rookie in Madden. It's a little bit of a like for like. In the 5th round, we got Michael Onwenu, who is a 74 hidden dev offensive lineman, and we're going to use this to equate to the Austin Jackson selection, whereas Austin Jackson as a rookie was mid to low 70s with a hidden dev trait. So that is your kind of like for like replacement. I got Strobridge, I got Malcolm Perry, who are also real picks for the Dolphins at the year, and then we just finished up with a pass rusher. But ultimately, we kind of are where the Dolphins were at, where they drafted Tua, except now they had Justin Herbert. So here are your 2020 Miami Dolphins. Year 1 of the rebuilds. We got Herbert, we got Kenyon Drake as our running back, Kenny Stills, Devontae Parker, we got Jakeem Grant and Albert Wilson make up the wide receiver core. We have Mike Gesicki, who hopefully he develops like he did in real life. That'll be a great weapon to have and build around Justin Herbert. We have Juwan James. We did not let him walk and go. I think he went to Denver. Things got messy over there. We got Onwenu. I have Josh Sitton at guard, but because we drafted Jonah Jackson, it gave me the option to put Sitton at center, so sure. And then we got Larry Tunsil, the greatest trade for the Miami Dolphins that they've ever had. Isn't that part of the 3 first-round picks, right? Or something like that. I'm keeping him. I'm keeping him. We need him. I don't need all those draft picks. The defense, front 3 is not amazing. Raekwon Davis does have a hidden dev, Godchow and Taylor, but it's definitely something I want to kind of reshape here. Linebacker care, we have Charles Harris, who's kind of a bust, but at least he has a star dev. Who knows? Maybe we can take the ball and run with it, if you will. Jerome Baker, Raekwon McMillan, who earned a star dev during the sim season. So I gave it to him. I was like, you know what? Whatever. This is maybe a nice little redemption tour for Raekwon McMillan. I thought he was going to be a lot better than the NFL than what he was. And then we got the veteran Robert Quinn on the outside. We have Minka Fitzpatrick and Rashad Jones at safety, both superstar dev. Xavier Howard, superstar dev. Bobby McCain, Cordrea Tankersley, and L'Jarius Sneed in our secondary. So all in all, pretty good starting point for Herbert. We definitely got a ways to go, but the pieces are there, I think, for this to be very successful. Justin Herbert, not only in the trying to make up the 2 in real life years that we know about, but going 3 years in the future and trying to win a Super Bowl. So for our in-house signings this year, Xavier Howard, bring him back. Larry Tunsil, bring him back. Kenyon Drake. Hey, what if he could establish himself as a franchise running back for the Dolphins? They do not really have that guy on the roster, even current day. I picked Devontae Parker over Jakeem Grant. Didn't want to bring both of them back, so I went with kind of what the Dolphins decided in real life. We got Matt Hack coming back, and I decided, what if Robert Quinn could get hot like he did in real life? Just want him here just in case, even for a 1 year. So at the end of the season, 6-11, and as I was simming through it, some bad sim losses, and we beat some teams I absolutely thought we wouldn't beat in the sim. So it's a weird team, but hopefully Justin Herbert at least got off and running. As we can see here, 16th in yards, top 10 in touchdowns. That's pretty close to like what he had in real life as a rookie for the Chargers. 4,200 yards passing, 33 touchdowns. Not a lot of production out of our running backs. Awesome. Kenny Stills, almost Albert Wilson. Two guys over 1,000 yards. Defensively, Jerome Baker had a lot of tackles. 9.5 sacks. Charles Harris, goddamn, he might become a thing for the Dolphins in this. 8 picks. Xavier Howard, let's go. And the Offensive Rookie of the Year does go to Justin Herbert, much like it did in real life in 2020. But gotta notice, number 2, maybe 2 will be pretty good. How awesome would that be at some point in this rebuild if the Dolphins and the Broncos take each other on? That'd be pretty cool. Then if you're one, our superstar dev trait, Justin Herbert, looking good. Number 10, 83 overall. Great start. And for the 2021 draft, not saying we had to, but I just stuck with the picks that they actually made. Got the players that they had. I got Jalen Phillips, 75 with a hidden dev. Jalen Waddle got an 80 overall with a hidden dev. Javon Holland in the second round, 76 overall with a hidden dev. Because we still have Minkah Fitzpatrick, we'll move Javon Holland to strong safety. We got Eckenberg, who also has a hidden dev, 68 hidden dev out of Notre Dame. Hunter Long, which was a little bit of a bad pick. Coleman, Jared Dokes, and Robert Jones. For our free agents this year, we have 2 kind of success stories, re-success stories for the Dolphins. Raekwon McMillan, 80 star dev at 23. Absolutely going to re-sign him. You know, Godchow Stills, they're on the maybe pile right now. But Charles Harris has got up to a superstar, so we locked him in on a 4-year deal. But what I'm thinking is that there was a pretty big trade that happened in real life when we get to this offseason. I don't know if you know about the trade that happened with the Dolphins, but I feel like maybe someone like Charles Harris or with Raekwon McMillan, they could sweeten that deal to make that trade come to reality here. Because I kind of want that guy to help out our quarterback, if you know what I'm saying. No spoilers. So no playoffs. At 9-8, second place in the AFC East. That's fine. We're still a work in progress. As long as Justin Herbert's playing very well, we're going to try and make a blockbuster deal this offseason. We're going to exhaust all options. And Herbert looked pretty damn good. 4,500 yards passing, 32 touchdowns, way too many interceptions. But, I mean, we're not getting a whole lot of help out of our running backs. Big year from Jalen Waddle. That connection is alive and well. 95 catches, 1,300 yards, 7 touchdowns. Defensively, Jerome Baker, bunch of tackles. Robert Quinn, 9.5 sacks. Got 3 picks, 5 sacks for Javon Holland. Outstanding. So, through 2 years in real life, this is where we are in real life right now today. 2 years, Tua Tagovailoa obviously hasn't played 2 straight full seasons. But Tua, in 2 years with the Miami Dolphins, 4,400 passing yards, 27 touchdowns, and 15 picks. In 2 years, in our little resim here, Justin Herbert, 8,800 yards, 65 touchdowns to 33 interceptions. Let's go. Our draft pick essentially was Tyreek Hill this year, but we still did fine, all things considered. Big hit here in the 3rd round. Jermaine Elliott, 71 normal dev. Gives us a little bit more depth there at corner. Rest of the picks, though, I mean, again, Tyreek Hill was our big pick this year. So now we're caught up essentially to real life right now with kind of a similar roster to what Tua currently has entering this 2022 season. We have Tyreek Hill, we have Jalen Waddle and Devontae Parker, as well as Mike Gesicki as our receiving options. That's the same for the most part. O-line, a little bit mix and match. Still very happy with that O-line. Same with the run game. On the defensive side, front 3 still very much a work in progress. Happy with Raekwon Davis. But we got Jalen Phillips, Jerome Baker, Raekwon McMillan, and the superstar Charles Harris, Javon Holland, Minkah Fitzpatrick, Xavier Howard, Bobby McCain, and L'Jarius Sneed. Making up the defense. Man, this is a strong team. I'm expecting now is the time we hit the nitrous and make the playoffs. So for our free agents, getting Minkah, clearly. For Jawan James, I think we can probably move on. We have Eichenberg that can swing there to right tackle and save a little bit of money. We got Jerome Baker re-signed and Mike Gesicki re-signed. At the end of year 3, finally, the success we've been waiting for. We make the playoffs, win the division, 10-7. Take a look at our stats. Maybe one of these years. I don't know how good I don't know how good the Dolphins playbook is, but that's a pretty good season. 4,500 passing yards, 40 touchdowns, 7 picks for Justin Herbert. Insanity. 1,010 Kenyon Drake. Tyreek Hill, 1,200 yards, 14 touchdowns. Just shy of 1,000 for Jalen Waddle. Gesicki, Devontae Parker, all kind of 8. Defensively, lots of tackles across the board. Sacks are definitely an area we need to work on there between Jalen Phillips and Charles Harris. A lot of interceptions, though, for the Miami Dolphins here this season. With 40 touchdowns, Herbert might have a chance for MVP. He's definitely going to be on the short list. Number 6, okay. Not too shabby. Burning through here just to see. He is quarterback of the year. I'm confident, man, he'll have a good shot at X Factor. I don't know if he had enough yards to, like, guarantee it. But the production is there, obviously, in year one with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. The speed, I don't know how you're going to cover that. So let's go through the playoffs here very quickly. Usually, I'm just going to sim the playoffs. I try to make this series a little bit shorter, easier, more consumable, and less swearing. But god damn it, that's a bad loss. 45-31 to the Raiders. For free agency, you get a kicker. I made an aggressive play to bring in a 3-4 defensive end in BJ Hill because we desperately need 2 and 3-4 defensive ends. Now we only need 1. But it wasn't my best draft, but at least the ratings are fairly decent. First round, I got Juan Villa out of the greatest football university in America. He's 75 on his normal dev. He is a scheme fit though, so hopefully, and that man is, it didn't even load his face, man. That guy's 45, dude. That guy is straight up loaded. Loaded. That's, yeah, oh yeah, he's 22. Sure. We got Brandon Little, 71 normal dev D tackle. We got Stark. I needed a starting center. There's only 2 draftable centers. Like in terms of draft grades, he's 69 with a normal. Rest of the players, you know, at least no one below a 60. But that 75 is interesting, especially if we can get him a dev trade sooner than later. So let's get into year number 4. All right, year 4 contracts. These are guys that we want here for the 5th and final year of the rebuild, and obviously we want to keep our main guys intact. So we got Michael Owenu, Raekwon Davis, Jonah Jackson, L'Jarius Sneed are all getting contracts. Bobby McCain and Devontae Parker, kind of stalwarts of the Dolphins. I think with the salary cap that we have remaining, knowing that there's only 1 more year, I think at those 2 positions in particular, as long as there's big-time free agents, I'm willing to spend to upgrade those positions. I was going to do a final recap because I was under the assumption that we were going to be 1 and done or whatever. We're a game away from the Super Bowl, and we're taking on a bitter divisional rival in the New England Patriots. We beat the Raiders 24-14. We beat the Texans 31-14. And now it sets up against a team that took it down the Kansas City Chiefs. Even though that's not the Chiefs, it's still the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? Even though these are imported rosters, the Chiefs playbook is still the Chiefs playbook. So the Patriots team is coming in, taking a very quick look at our stats this season. Justin Herbert was pretty good. I mean, he's not S-tier, he's not winning MVPs, but that's still a really solid season. 4,200 yards, 34 touchdowns. We had a big year to Tyreek Hill, big year to Jalen Waddle, both going over 1,000 yards. Jerome Baker, 131 tackles, 7 sacks, 7 picks. Man, our pass rush has just never caught on. Gotta be said, but hell of a year. A lot of interceptions. That is the strength of our defense, and it is going to have to be our secondary that can shut down whoever is the quarterback. It's not Mac Jones. Let's just see real quick. Who the heck is the quarterback of the Patriots? It's not Mac Jones because obviously we started before that. Wait, what? Davis Mills is an 88. All right, Justin Herbert versus Davis Mills, Super Bowl on the line. I'm going to be incredibly disappointed here in year 4 if we do not make a Super Bowl appearance. And we lost. We gave up 45 points to Davis. I mean, he's an 88 overall. He's a different day. Look, 4 touchdowns, 4 picks. That's disgusting. So we're going in for our final free agency aggressively on every upgrade, any and all upgrades. So we're looking at Taco Charlton at pass rush, Noah Igbenogany in the secondary, trying to make right on that. And then Claypool, he's not the top wide receiver, Devin Duvernay is, but Claypool really does complement Tyreek and Jalen Waddle. Both those guys, fast, small, shifty guys, whereas Claypool's 6'4", 240, just a different type of animal. Hopefully, with our aggressive bids, we get all 3. All right, offered $10 million minimum on all 3. We got Claypool and Igbenogany, which is fine. Our top draft pick last year, first round draft pick, was a pass rusher, so he can just hopefully step up. But Igbenogany, Claypool, happy to get those additions. 1 on offense, 1 on defense. Let's crush the draft and win a Super Bowl in year 5. Goddamn, so unprofessional. I literally skipped past the draft recap. Here was our big get in the first round. Everyone else was normal dev, but we got Jeffrey Gatewood. A little bit big. You know, we're more so forcing him to be a pass rusher as opposed to like maybe a nose tackle. But 74, hidden dev. And hopefully with that power, that run stuff and ability off the edge, hopefully that's a big get to help our run defense. This is it, year 5, Super Bowl or bust for Justin Herbert and the Miami Dolphins. Our team is looking very competitive this season. As good of an opportunity as we are 90+ overall in every category. We got Tyreek, we got Jalen Waddle, we got Claypool, we got Kenyon Drake and Mike Gesicki. O-line, Tunsil Owenu, Stark Jackson, and Liam Eichenberg on the defensive side. I'm going to give Gatewood, who's already got his dev trade unveiled, star. We'll give him just, maybe there's a little more juice there. Raekwon Davis and BJ Hill. Jalen Phillips, Jerome Baker, who had 7 picks last year. Raekwon McMillan and Charles Harris. our front seven. Javon Holland and Minkah Fitzpatrick at the safety spot. Xavier Howard, L'Jarius Sneed, who went to Star Dev this offseason, and Noah Igbenogany make up our secondary. There's no weakness. There's literally no weakness to this team. I'm expecting 10, 11, 12 wins minimum and a playoff
Year
run.
5,
Pretty much copy and paste from last season. We have gone on a little bit of a playoff run. We're going to start right here in the AFC Championship game. We beat the Ravens, and we beat an incredibly strong sim team in the first round, 35-28, the Browns. The Browns are one of the top teams. They're right there with the Chiefs. It was a clean game, over 400 yards passing from Justin Herbert. Now we're taking on the Colts. On the other side, it's Dallas and Green Bay. I'd probably prefer Green Bay just because Dallas is pretty cheesy in the sim. But let's take a very quick look at our stats here. We're going to do, this is going to be a little bit of our stat stump. Good year out of Justin Herbert, top 5 in passing yards, 31 passing touchdowns to 11 picks. Good year out of Kenyon Drake, 1,500 yards on 105 catches for Tyreek, 1,000 yards for Jalen Waddle, 850 for Claypool, 120 tackles for Jerome Baker. 7 picks last year, none this year. Charles Harris, 11 sacks, BJ Hill with 10. So our sacks have gone up. Xavier Howard continuing to be the absolute ballock that he is. With the interceptions. So let's look at Justin Herbert. So through 5 seasons, 22,000 passing yards, 170 touchdowns. There's 67. I mean, that's honestly not staggering. It's pretty good. He's very much like a top 10 quarterback, but I thought maybe there was a chance in this rebuild that Herbert would become like the guy, X Factor, win MVPs. Not the case, but he's been very good and definitely better than Tua. And we get our ticket to the Super Bowl. What a performance from our defense. 28-3. In a matchup where Herbert went up against Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck had 2 interceptions. So a big shout out to L'Jarius Sneed, 6 tackles, 2 picks. And the Dolphins are going to the Super Bowl to take on the Green Bay Packers. All right, let's go. Hard Rock. We're hosting it. Gotta win it. Come on, baby. This is perfect. You're not going to have a better condition. In Green Bay, I mean, they're good. They have Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers still. But it's not like there's some OP juggernaut that wins all the time. They're a team that can be beat as long as we play a clean game. I would rather this not turn into a shootout. And it's been, you know, fairly low scoring. 15-10, go 18. So a lot of field goals. Awkward scoring. They have a chance to score a touchdown, get a 2-point. They go for a field goal. So yeah, it has been a defensive battle here. Just trading field goals. They get the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and they got a lot of momentum here in the fourth quarter. Oh, no, we need the touchdown. Come on, Herbie. Do it. For all the Dolphin fans out there. 4th down, we get the touchdown. And our defense takes it to, oh my God, I want to hop on the sticks. I don't know what the difficulty is, though. It's probably pro. I'll come in on a 3rd down. If we get a 3rd down, I'll come in and try to convert this. I'm pretty sure it's just, I just fired up. No intentions of playing, but I want this to happen. Let's go, Tyreek. 3rd and 4. I mean, we are in field goal range. No turnovers. Oh, my God. We'll just take the 1st down. We'll take the 1st down and a whole lot more. Is that Claypool? On the 1. They're going to have to earn it. They're going to have whoever between Kenyon Drake. They're going to have to earn it, and they earn it. Year 5 at the buzzer. Justin Herbert and the Miami Dolphins knock off the Green Bay Packers to win this Super Bowl. Congratulations. What a performance. Low scoring battle, but it seems like when it happened, it felt like when the Green Bay Packers offense got going, Justin Herbert and our offense got going. Super Bowl MVP, who else? Justin Herbert with almost 350 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks, a clean game. And we got everyone up there on the podium lifting the Lombardi. The drought is over for the Dolphins. And with that, I need you guys to let me know in the comment section below, what redraft rebuild do you want to see next? Any year, ideally from like, right now I have all the way down to 2012. We can do some of the earlier ones. I've seen teams suggesting like Jamarcus Russell and stuff like that. I can get to that, but I'd rather something right now between 2020 and 2012 within that window, just because I could do that right now without having to modify the roster. So let me know in the comment section below what redraft rebuild you want to see next. It's always your first time stopping by. Don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. I very much appreciate you guys for watching today's video. Like and comment and all that stuff for the YouTube algorithm to help the video out. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace out. Love ya.